Hey everybody, it's Dr. Palmer here. I wanted to go over our very last module, Module 15. So congratulations for making it to the end of this very fast-paced course. I'm very proud of you all. You have all worked very hard. So I'm in your home page. I'm going to click on Modules. I'm going to scroll down all the way to the end, and we're looking at accounting and financial statements here. And you will have an activity using the Panera Bread annual report. I'll get to that in just a second. But let's look at some of the module outcomes or learning outcomes. We're going to look at, describe accounting professionals, what are financial systems, and one of my favorite and I feel most important areas are financial ratio analysis, which is just a mathematical quantitative formula way to analyze a company's overall health, so to speak, financial health. And then also about international accounting practices and budgeting. So you have, it's important to understand this because in business, you need to understand both the mathematical reasoning on analyzing companies and working with budgets as well as the qualitative aspects of it, such as marketing and human resources, for example. So it's important to be very well-rounded because you will find yourselves in roles where you're working with money, working with budgets, almost a lot of positions that you will have with companies are going to require some sort of, working with money or budgets the higher up you go. So this is important to learn for those reasons and more. But what I would like to show you is you do have your presentation, your audio presentation. If you click here, your required reading is going to be the chapter 15 in your text, and that's at a minimum. But I definitely do want you to be using that academic resource to help you learn topics and concepts because they're written by people who are experts in the field. So it's a good resource. It's a good resource among others. You have some additional resources that I've given for you here, and based on the midterm feedback, I have started adding a bit more videos. If you see any of these little small links, don't click on those. These are technical glitches that occur in the Canvas site. You want to be clicking on, at least for my course, you want to be clicking on links that have an actual title to them. So I've given you some additional resources to supplement and enrich your learning. So again, like why choose a career in accounting or finance? It's a very good video. It's rather lengthy, but when you get some time, review it along with these other supplemental and enrichment files. So let's look at what you're going to be doing. You're in your very last module for this class. You're going to be doing an assignment on financial ratio analysis. So you will need a calculator. You can go to the internet and Google for calculator, or you can use a financial calculator or scientific calculator, just a regular calculator on your phone, iPad, but you will need to do some computation. So what I want you to do for this is based on the Panera Bread's annual report, which you will find by clicking on this link. I want you to compute the net profit margin, which is a profitability ratio, the debt ratio, which is a leverage ratio, liquidity ratio, which is liquidity ratio. You can find the formulas for these three ratios in your textbook. So I use the formulas that are in chapter 15. Then after you do your calculation, give a brief explanation of what your number means in regards to how well or bad the company is doing currently in these areas. So you're going to have to research what that answer means. Okay, submit your answer here in these steps. This is real important. So I want you to write out the name of the ratio, net profit margin equals, write out the formula of the ratio. So you're going to have to get that full formula out of chapter 15. Fill in the formula with the correct numbers based off the financial reports in pages 43 and 44. So when you open, you want to go down, look at the bottom here, look at this number because that's going to be different from this number in the PDF file. So don't get confused with that. You want to go to 43 and 44 of this that's on the actual PDF. So here's the balance sheet. So you have your assets, liabilities. And then here is the income statement. So you're going to be using these two pages, 43 and 44, to find the numbers that you need for these ratios. Okay, so we're running out of time here. Here is your grading rubric for this. Just make sure you put it in this order right here on number 5. And if you click on the blue links, it gives you more information. If you have any questions, please just let me know. Your final exam is going to cover chapters 13 and through 15. It is already open. All of the module 15 activities will be due by January 21st by 11:59 p.m. Then there's also another instructor course survey that I would like for you to complete. It's very important. It's just one that I do on my own outside of the Miami University. I just like some of the questions on there better. So you go to this site. This will be graded. I will not be able to see your answers, but I'll be able to see the Miami University email address who signed in to complete it. So this is the instructions. You want to use your Miami University email address, enter the instrument number or survey number, and then the instrument password, which is CMR 106 Winter 2017. Please be sure to complete the entire survey, question item by item, and then submit it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate your feedback, and I hope to see you in a future class. I teach principles of marketing as well as personal organizational skills in the Department of Commerce.